I want to say good morning, but I don't know. Happy midnight. Happy midnight, guys. I finally found a spot where I can talk to you while sitting on the carpet. Hello. How's everybody doing? Hello. You guys are sleepless people. Everybody's sleepless. Hi. I just woke up about an hour ago. Yeah. I'm all like messed up with the jet lag, so it's a little bit off. But anyways, welcome in. Yes. Hi Melissa. Hi guys. Hello, hello. It's like 8 in the morning right now. It's a very chill, cool morning here. Yesterday was like a 0 degrees. Hello, hello. Welcome in, guys. Get yourself, take a seat, get comfortable. I normally don't do shows after midnight, but I'm in different time zones. So here we are. Hi, Pirate Chest. Hello, everybody. Good to see you guys. I look so happy. Oh, just I need to break. I need a break from hacking. Yes, I'm having a wonderful trip. Hello. I am in Lithuania, Europe, and we're 7 hours ahead of Eastern Zone. So we are about, was it 8 a.m.? Close to 8 a.m.? Yes. So how's everybody doing? Are you guys ready for what I said I'll never do as a seller support? I finally matured enough. I finally, you just reached 1,000 followers. Well, congratulations. I said I'm never going to do a seller support show because I felt like I don't have enough to contribute, and I'm approaching 2 year anniversary and whatnot. And I said, I think I can probably share a thing, one thing or two. So this is my way of giving back. It's very much my time that I'm here to answer everybody's questions, and maybe I can help somebody. So this is my way of giving back and sharing my experiences. And as you guys know, I'm working on a book of a psychology of life selling. So a lot of my sort of input into life selling comes from a psychological stance uh, rather than like technical part. As you can probably tell, I don't really like technical part that much. So I'd rather talk about psychological aspects of it and psychology behind life selling. And but obviously, you can ask me anything. Hi, Locker Lizard. Hi, everybody. Good to see you. This is my time dedicated to you, and I'm here to answer any questions. I do have a few things to say on my own, and then feel free to ask me. But for those who do not know me, because it's after midnight, I am normally not live after midnight. My name is Inga. I'm originally from Lithuania, and I sell on Whatnot. I've been selling on Whatnot in the storage unit category for about 2 years. And in June, it will be exactly 2 years, which is crazy. I can't believe it has been this much amount of selling. So I'm just introducing quickly for a few people. Has anybody not ever been in my show and do not know what this person with accent talking about? No, you don't. Well, here you go. So I'm doing a proper introduction for people who do not know me. So, anyways, I'm originally from Lithuania. I sell in storage unit category, I sell in vintage decor category, in clothing category, in jewelry category. Oh, really? Oh, you guys are so sweet. Thank you. Um, I've sold over 72,000 items. I'm about to hit 70,000 followers, which is insane. I don't even know why people follow. Like, get out of here. Go away. Bye. Unfollow. I'm more comfortable if you just unfollow. Yeah. I saw a funny meme on TikTok. It said something, I'm so busy ignoring all the phone calls while I'm making a content where it's going to be like 6 likes, 50 views, and 5 unfollows. I thought, wow, this is such a reality of creating anything, life. What's the best advice on getting people in the room and selling? That's the question, to be or not to be of Whatnot, right? The question, to be or not to be, of course. Well, we'll cover. Let's dive right in. So anyways, for those coming in, I'm in nearly every category. I'm opposite of what people say, find your niche. People say just find like only what you like to sell. I don't know. I'm like I don't have a, I don't go with the majority's kind of ways. I make my own methods and my own strategy, and I like to sell in a lot of different categories. So, how do you get people in your room, right? There's no like one single thing that I can tell you that's gonna have retired. Yeah, I'm just like here in Ibiza. Stop. Guys, this is a serious show. You have to keep yourself like organized here. No jokes allowed. You joke, I'm gonna ban you from my show. Oh, go read the show notes, by the way, because somebody is so organized that puts the show notes for you to read. Yeah, so read the show notes. But anyways, listen, everybody has to start from nothing. I'd say this whatnot shows whatnot business is like a long-term investment. You do not get to reap the fruits of it or results for a very long time. I mean, for majority of people, there are some exceptions, but you know, and reaping the kind of fruit or collecting the fruit of your efforts is having a lot of people in your room. And hi, Nebraska. Hi. Oh, good. I like your notes. I like note takers. Um, Getting a lot of people in your room is comes at the end. It's the result of endless efforts and endless hours. It's not something that you can just check off the box somewhere or purchase. Yes. Shout out your shows, guys. I'm always, my channel is open to people advertising. Um, you have to understand that it's going to take a lot of work to have a consistent success and whatnot. Like I said, there are exceptions. I'm not going to go over exceptions because just like a lottery, we are not exceptions as majority. For most people, it's a huge investment of time on getting the people in your room. And the way you get your people in the room, you just go live. You go live over and over and over and over and over and over again. When you are live, it's not enough to be live, because if you're live and you're in negative Nancy, there's no negative Nancy here. There's only Nebraska Nancy here. So bad jokes help, guys. Bad jokes help. Apparently, I have really bad jokes, so that helps too. Okay, no, seriously. The way I think that you are successful and you get people in your room, you go live a lot, and you not scared to be imperfect. You're not scared to be vulnerable. People can really, I know you guys are sitting there in your PJs there, whatever you're doing, and you're super comfortable. And you can see the twitch of my eye, and you're judging if I'm telling the truth. You can see through me. You probably can see, like, I don't know, my veins. Because what happens is it's very transparent. When somebody's talking, there's a body language, and what's in the glass? It's just water. Sorry to disappoint you. Yeah, I'm at the stage of life where I'm hydrating. Okay. Uh, People can really see through you, so there's no point of trying to pretend you're cooler or you're funnier. There's no point of trying to pretend you're like smarter than others. There's no point of pretending anything, because it's very kind of like a see-through situation when you're live. I don't know what it is, but actually putting yourself like this out, people can just like see through you like you wouldn't believe it. I think it's just psychological, like the certain way your eyes blink, the way the way your words cut. Do you guys seen those people who talk and they're full of it? Have you guys seen those people? And I'm just being very honest. Like, have you seen where you pick up that's like they're BSing or like covering something up, or like you can just like, I don't know what it is, right? You can just see you're like I know they're like exaggerating the value, or I know they're like, hyping up for nothing, or I know what they're doing. Like, it's transparent. Okay. Yeah, because I think Dusty's Garage. Thank you so much for the raid. Thank you. We're chit chatting. We chit chat. We're doing my first real seller support show. So thank you. Welcome, man, guys. Everybody follow Dusty's Garage. I don't have any mods. My mods are asleep, which is their right to do. Yeah, no, nobody's boring. You ain't boring. Nobody's boring here, okay? Nobody's boring. Just finish your first community support show. Get out of here. Well, cheers with my water. I swear this is water to your first. Like, so Lithuania is wonderful. It brings me back to my roots. It brings me back to, yeah. Anybody wants to help me mod just to keep an eye what's going on because I'm blind. It's in the show notes. It tells you blind seller here. Okay, thank you, love. So just keep an eye on stuff because I'm probably gonna miss like a lot, and people are gonna think I'm ignorant, but I'm not. I'm just old. Thank you. No, I swear, guys, there's not a single person that comes to my room that I would ever ignore or not acknowledge. I don't care who you are. Everybody says hi to me. I want to say hi back, but I definitely miss a lot. I try not to, but I do. Anyways, we were talking about that if you know anything in this life, is that you should probably know that no, you're not smarter than anybody. And everybody, hey, I can hustle all day. Hello. And nobody's, you know, people are very smart. People don't give enough credit to other people, how intuitive and how observant. Hi, Chad. Hi, Naked Maple. Hello. Guys, everybody follow the Sis Garage. And people just do not give enough credit to other people how smart they are. Also, you yourself don't give enough credit to yourself how wonderful you are. I don't care about that you are not funny. I don't care about that you have no energy. I don't have energy, okay? I don't have energy. Actually, I'm gonna take a nap right now. Good night. I'm saying like it's not about that. It's about finding the part of yourself. Listen, everybody has a wonderful part of themselves, and just kind of like bring it that part of yourself. You know, the part where you were like a teenager and you knew like you had a cool edge about you, whatever that edge was, whether it was quiet edge or loud edge. You know, as adult, we like become wives or husbands and fathers and mothers, and we forget our edge. But everybody has an edge. And I think that before you go live sell, or if you're already live selling, try to reconnect with that, former self or younger self that's really special and just put it out there. And there's gonna people who are gonna find it incredibly refreshing and incredibly wonderful and will wanna hang out with you. And whether they buy something or just hang out of it, don't jump off the edge. No, don't. You see, I like to joke around because to me this is so fun. I just love that. But that's just like what I like to do. I'm trying not to jump to joke too much because people are gonna think I'm just damn ditzy. 'Cause I mean, I am ditzy, literally. But like, you know what I mean? Like, it's gotta be a balance. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's hard. It's hard when you just have the urge to joke a lot. But also, jokes kind of cover up other issues. So I'm trying to cover up my other issues. Okay, we're going off. Hold on, I'm gonna restart this show. Okay, let's start it over. Okay, we were focusing on people are very smart, very absorbent. So number one, you want to grow on here, you go live a lot. And when you go live, you don't just like sleep there, okay? Don't just show your belly button, okay? Don't just roll your eyes. And you don't just like scream. You actually like bring your personality, in whatever way you want to bring it, whether it's quiet or loud or dancing or sitting or whatever. There's like different ways to connect with different crowds. You don't need, yeah, or belly button lovers. You may find people who just love belly button. I don't know. Okay, we're going off, guys. Stop it. You're doing this on purpose now. This is seller support show. We gotta focus. Okay, this is not that kind of show. It's horrible. Like I'm a horrible teacher. It's not gonna work out if I cannot focus on the proper message. It's not gonna work out. It's not gonna work. There's no help for me. There's no hope and help for me. Right. No. Okay, so seriously, go live a lot. Bring yourself out there. Don't be scared to show who you are. And you don't have to be liked by everybody. You don't have to be everybody's cup of tea. And I never. I like what Michelle's deal says that she covers up the camera, or not the camera. Or actually, it's a good idea. Cover camera too, but there's another way to do it. Is just like put a little tape over the number of the people in your room. Because I tell you, when I started 2 years ago, I barely ever look at who's in my room. Like I don't even know. Right now, I'm looking straight. I don't even know. I'm on purpose not even looking at the count because I don't care. I don't care. As long as there's one person in this room that I'm having good interaction, um, that's all I really ever focus on. You can't be like, you can't be worried. You can't be just spending energy on things like measurements, like people and like all that. And what speak to one as you would on, oh, exactly. Yes. And I mean, it's really like hard to do, but it takes some practice to just get into that mindset. And honestly, if I remember having shows, many, 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 many shows with the 10 people in my room. And I don't get like 500 people in my room. I don't give away hundreds of gift cards all the time. So I don't get like 1,000 people in my room. But it's not even about that. It's, different products, what you're selling, what giveaways you're running, different reasons, right? For different counts. Just don't worry about it. There's wonderful ways to do business and whatnot without worrying about measuring and numbers in your room or a follower count. I don't think that, I mean, it's nice to see certain numbers, like it's kind of like an ego thing for people. I acknowledge it's like an ego measurements. It's not really business measurements, so to speak. I don't think following count, like followers count. I see plenty of people with I don't even know how many followers, but tons of followers. And I don't look at them as a good business people. You know what I mean? So, and I see people with like small sellers, solid numbers, solid businesses. So you can be a very good business and don't show the huge numbers. So this is not high school. This is not popularity contest. Don't get sucked into that mindset because that's gonna bring you back to high school level. Don't do it. We're older guys. We're smarter than that. We got to focus on the business. So that's my spiel on that. How do you stitch shipping? So it's not stitch. Where are my glasses? Stitch shipping. Yeah. Guys, if you ask me a shipping question, I'm the worst person on the shipping questions. How do you approach shipping so it's not scary? Well, here's the thing. There's no, that is fine. There's only one way to do shipping. And the only way to do shipping is adapted to whatever you're selling, right? Thanks, honey. Don't worry. Just hang out. Just keep an eye if I miss something bad, like big. So if you're selling jewelry, it's going to be very different shipping from if you're selling, I don't know, toaster ovens, right? Or if you're selling bulky items, clothing versus coins versus cards. You can't just have like anything and everything goes, because I noticed over 2 years that people are very sensitive to shipping, like buyers are sensitive. They do get sensitive if they're buying like a tiny, tiny item and it's, charged $9 up front. Or yeah, I mean, I've been doing a lot of kind of like different methods. I've been doing reduced shipping, I've been doing not reduced shipping, I've been doing modified reduced shipping, which is where I create a custom shipment. So instead of like 5 items every 921, you know how like the bundles, how do you do max shipping? So max shipping is in the settings, you can go and choose where basically it says buyer pays up to 921, and then you choose the where it's like a bundling option, where it's basically it's like every 5 items it renews. No, wait, reduced shipping is like 921 max, and that's it. It's a setting. It's a shipping setting for that. There's so many videos on it. I mean, you can probably just find it on YouTube or on whatnot. There's so many on it how to set it up. It's pretty easy. Um, I can tell you this much: there's pros and cons to everything. If you're shipping bulky items and you have a long show, I've removed reduced shipping. I've done where I'm selling like 3 pounds jeans. I cannot carry, certain charges where it's just like I'm starting things at like low anyway. So it's like just not enough profit for me to justify it. It feels like a loser proposition, if that makes sense. So I would change that. I've also done where I do a custom profile and I basically create a shipping that instead of 5 items every 921, you can set that you can fit 7 or 9 items. Yes, I didn't even do max whatnot still bundles up under. Well, just listen, reduce shipping versus not reduce shipping is a very big topic. Um, it's kind of highly debatable now on what's the best practice, and I really think it depends on what you're selling. So profile, like I like the one I really liked was the one where I said buyer pays all the cost. However, I do a modified version of reduced shipping, which is I basically created a profile, custom shipping profile where you can set that it does not renews 921 until it's like 7 or 9 items. So basically they're gonna, let's just say, pay for 921 and then they're gonna see the 7 or 9 items like free shipping until it's actually, hi Debbie, until it's another 921. So it's kind of like my own version of modified reduced shipping in a way, because it's not technically reduced shipping, but it gives them more for every 921, if that makes sense. So yes. Okay, so what's the question? What else did I miss? I mean, you gotta think for yourself. If I'm selling small items and I can do a lot of things in a flat rate, I'll do reduced shipping all day long. I think it just really has to depend. Like I'm thinking of giving value to my customers, but also not coming out where I'm not making money, if that makes sense. So you have to find the golden medium, you know. So that's that. But anyways, today's topic. Hello, Jessica, you up? Oh my goodness, you up? I love it. Hello, hello. Nebraska Nan was helping us. Thank you. Um, I wanted to really talk quickly, briefly about the importance of not associating your self worth to sales or follow account or something like that. I just feel like too many people come to whatnot and they're not prepared to face the social platform selling aspect of it. And there's a reason why people have struggles with Instagram, TikTok, and other social platforms. TC Treasure Hunter, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in, guys. We're just chit chatting. We're doing a little seller support. Welcome in, guys. Get in here. Thank you so much for the raid. We're talking about not associating your self worth with how many followers you have and how good you're doing and whatnot. And that's something after I have done 2 years on here. And even though I do have 70,000 followers, nearly, not quite there, I do feel like I'm the person that should talk about it because I remember where I started and I remember what a lot of people go through. And you cannot do whatnot on ego, and you cannot do whatnot on a high school mentality, and you cannot do whatnot on some sort of level of measuring your worth based on some sort of other criteria. Okay. So you need to have a very strong stance of who you are, where you are in life before you do this whatnot thing, because it will mess up with your head. It's true story. I've seen this left and right everywhere. Just a human nature. Okay. We humans are flawed and we are prone to want to be liked. We're just people, right? We're just people, and it's very human like. And that's why a lot of people suffer from, social media issues where they post something and if people don't get enough likes, it affects their mental. um yes, have supportive spouse, it helps too. But I think that a lot of people like struggle with like not understanding like what is wrong with me because I don't get people in the room. Like, what is wrong with me because I don't have like thousands of followers. What is wrong with me because my show doesn't feel like a movie or something like, you know what I mean? You just cannot, like, reality is just much harsher. Um, some people's channels go really, really well, and we don't have all the answers as to why some and not others, right? It's just, there's no simple answers to that. But it doesn't matter where you are with your journey and whatnot. It's very important that you stand very strong on your 2 feet and treat this like a business, not some sort of evaluation form of your personality. You do not treat this as some sort of approval that you need to get from other people. I really, really want you to hear me out on this. You have to know that you are all not boring, you are all amazing. Each person has something to contribute, each person has a way to have a wonderful channel, and just don't measure success by big numbers. Okay. Just don't do it. Listen, some people will do bigger numbers, they will be louder, flashier, whatever it is, right? And it's okay, but success is not necessarily loud, and success is not necessarily in your face. So enjoy all different levels of successes and give yourself that freedom. Yes, I am late. Give yourself that freedom to understand that. It's a gift to yourself. It's a freedom that you can give it to yourself if you can find a way to do whatnot on your terms. Yes. So this is a big, big thing for me, which is one of the reasons why I wanted to write a book to start with, which I'm working on slowly. I don't have a date yet, but it's it's something very important. And I think as adults, we raise kids, we married, we do families, and we forget like who we are. We forget our true personalities down the way, like doing laundry and everything else. We exactly. I know a lot of right now it's like 8:30 in the morning. Yeah, like 8:30 in the morning. And I just know that we lose ourselves. And when we come to whatnot, we're not ready to face the social aspect. We're not, it just kind of brings us back to a high school level. We're like, wait a minute, why nobody's in my show? Why I did not sell out? Why didn't this? And there's, again, the answer, it's never going to be because of you. It's products, algorithm. It's going to be, different other things, but it's not because you don't have something to contribute. That's wonderful, because I will take upon anybody who's ever going to tell me that some people just don't have a good personality. And there's different ways to slice this, different way to do this. And people sometimes like really different personalities from A to Z type of shows. I've been in shows where it's really, really quiet and chill for me to watch and relax and hang out. Like, it just depends. So it's very important, guys. I need you to all put some hearts if you understood my message, that you will not go forward with this worry and equating your self-worth with some sort of a follow account, with some sort of sales, with some sort of people in your room bullshit. Sorry. Yes. Received. Okay. Trust me. It's if you do that, you will be free to do this business on your terms. You will go forward and focus on business, not some parts of your soul that are sensitive and vulnerable. You know, you're very welcome. And that's why I'm saying this, because I know listen, we're all people. We all just humans. We're not, I don't care what anybody says. Like, some people are very good on like putting a good facade. I'm not very good at it. I'm like oversharing. Hey, old dog, what's up? What's up, old dog? So I'm just very oversharing. But that's kind of part of whatnot I like. I like to overshare, and I feel you're the most human. You're a dog. Yeah, that sounds wrong. That sounds wrong. Yeah, but you old dogs. He's the old dog musician, right? Guys, say you're following old dog. But no, it's just like something that's very important to me, because I watch. I watch people struggle with that, and I watch how they I thank you, hon. I watch people with their struggles to understand why they're not doing so good. And you can always improve your shows. You can always work on strategy, but you can only do that only after you give yourself a freedom to not ever equate your self-worth with any numbers or measurements and whatnot. So if you guys don't promise me that, I can't talk to you. Yeah. You have to have like a secret oath that you have to stand on your 2 feet, very strong, knowing who you are, unmoved by other influences, and stay true in your decisions. You know, people will sway you different ways. People will tell you, do this, do that. You ask yourself, you know yourself well. You ask yourself what's right for you, what strategy is good for you, what trains are good for you, what giveaways are good for you, what shipping is good for you. Like nobody knows better than you what's best for your way of doing business. And there's no one way to do it right. I mean, there's no right or wrong. I think it just all depends. Right. And it's not easy. Whatnot is like a weird animal. It's definitely a long-term investment. It takes like a loss to start with because you don't turn profit easily. It takes a lot of work. I felt like I wanted to give up so many times at the beginning, especially. But even the whole first year, probably, I wanted to give up so many times. And I think the only thing that helped me is that I would sleep on it and I would wake up and be like, "Mm, I'll just do it again." you know, I would like shake it off. You know, when you sleep on it and you wake up with a new energy, I'd be like, oh, yeah, let's just do it again. But yeah, there was a lot of loss too. Right. Mhm. Right, exactly. No, nobody, no bad energy. And this goes back to my first question when you guys asked me about how to get more people in the room. This is so much about energy, but you can't, people in your room is just kind of a result of a lot of factors. Like I can throw in right now $500 gift card. We'll have 300 people in my room. Am I gonna do it? No. Why? Because I don't need 300 people. I have all these beautiful people right now, and I'm happy with it. Like I don't allow myself to be moved or unmoved, happy or sad over some numbers. I'm going to be the same exact way no matter what is going on. And that's how you remain happy on it. That's how you do it. You don't get like fixated on these other side effects that are sometimes fluctuate completely from irrelevant reasons, especially irrelevant business reasons. So yes, just a word to help you. Aw. Yeah, life is short. Like once you start getting older, everything is just kind of like a perspective. And if you're gonna choose to spend time on whatnot and be a seller, do it your way. Do it positively. Do it with a purpose. It's more than just business. It's more than just selling. It's more. I always feel like I get the best vibes from whatnot. I get just such a good energy from people. And honestly, if somebody's like hating upon me, I don't know. I don't. I'm too oblivious to it. Like I am just like, oh, I missed it, and do it like me because it's so liberating. I have no idea what's going on. You know? Yeah, they really are. People are really supportive because people want connection more than anything. People want connection more than anything. You think they want items? No, they want a sense of connection. They want a sense of belonging. They want a sense of exchange, and they want to tell that somebody's going through something. And it's just a beautiful thing. And that's why the item selling comes secondary. Yeah, of course, there are channels that like go every 2 seconds, but you know what I mean? For majority part of social selling is a connection of a human. And honestly, sometimes like there's a lot of lonely people and it's even when I'm alone at home, sometimes if I'm having coffee, I'm like, oh, let me tune in and see who's on and say hi. So it's kind of like the whatnot has way bigger purpose than just selling, I think, for a lot of people. And it serves so many different ways and helps so many different people. So don't forget that. It's just not just the items. And if you just want to sell the items, if you really just on that, there's probably easier ways to turn profit. Um, there's probably easier ways to make more profit, you know? This is not this is something else. This is like a selling plus plus plus, triple plus. Like you have to be into it, you know? Like I really get a huge benefit out of interaction with all of you because you guys happen to be really like awesome. And I get that energy exchange that to me is like priceless. That's why I come back. I'm a energy addict. Right? I'm addicted to this energy. That's it. Mhm. Mhm. That's right. But I mean, obviously, there is a strategy for business part. There is a strategy for running items. You know, you do want to be profitable. Um, and I always like strategize whether low starts versus custom starts, and I've been experimenting with different things. It's also there's no right answer or wrong answer on any of that. There's people who believe everything should just start at $1, $3, or $5. Other people just start everything at different prices, and I think both have valid strategies. So again, depends on your cost of inventory, what kind of inventory. There's just different ways to do it. So, right? That's right. You do customs? Yeah, I really love to do a mix of like low starts and then like do some things at custom starts. Like I was selling like paintings, oil paintings, and I just couldn't take a chance. It's not enough people for something that I paid quite a bit. And also, you know, all these oil paintings are very hard to ship. So I would custom start on those because I was like, I'd rather not sell than sell it for $8, if that makes sense. So I'm working kind of, it's just jewelry making community. That's awesome. Yeah, guys, make sure you like follow each other on in the chat. You can guys read. So I mean, I kind of like to try different things. It doesn't have to be what I don't like is like black and white attitude. It's this or that. It's nothing or all. Like just be flexible and adapt as you go. Um, you know, see what works. You just have to always stay dynamic and progressive with your pricing, with your business strategy. Inventory changes, crowd change, economy changes. It's just there's a lot of things that can influence your starts, but I think you have to. It goes back to like standing on your 2 feet. I think that starting at like really low price, it's. I mean, I guess it's scary because if you have cost in inventory, but at the same time, it's easy because you know it's gonna sell, and it's harder to stand by some items that you demand what they should get. And I think there's like, oh, you, my own hair. I think there is like both methods are very valid, and I like implementing both of them. So, oh yeah, Dow 50. Yeah, I created with a CG Philly Flipper and Abandoned Treasures Reclaim the 50 rate train to have a very relaxed train where people can bring their 50 collected cool items. And it's not like competitive and it's not rushed and it's not like sudden death. It's like opposite of all of that. It's where people kind of present their 50 curated picks, and it doesn't have to be like high in value necessarily. Sometimes it naturally is, but it's more like a unique piece, like something really cool carved out of wood or made really unique piece of jewelry or a cool handbag. The idea is that you kind of create a little bit picks rather than just clear your death pile, you know. So if you guys want to get on the 50 rate train, it's every month. It's usually just 2, 3 new peeps every month. So it's not like a big, it's not a big. When is that? I think it's third Thursday of every month. So it's like May 21st or whatever that is this month. CG Boomerang Echo, you should contact her if you're interested to be on it, because she is the one that's creating like the list and signing people up. But it's kind of cool because if you have saved up some interesting items, and again, I don't need gold coins, I don't need like some sort of like super expensive things, your Dior bags. I mean, you can bring it if you want, but it's more like just your finds, like the core of what we do, treasure hunting, and we find stuff. And so yes, CG Boomerang Echo, yeah, just reach out to her if you want to get on the train. And that's something that is definitely, you should get on sometime if you have 50 items that you can sell. Absolutely. So well, shoot, if you have any more questions. I know it's the first time I'm doing this, but if you have any questions, shoot away. This will be on YouTube, so you'll be able to go to YouTube and find it and watch it again, or share it if you find it helpful at all. I also have in the show notes a bunch of information how to find me on other social media and everything else. So read up. I've been doing show notes whenever I remember. Oh, really? I know we all Lithuanians look the same, right? Hello, hello. Long time no see. I know I've been hiding in Europe for a while. Mm. Mhm. I've been hiding out. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I've been doing a lot of social media. Yesterday, I got a note from Instagram that I posted 1,000 stories, which is a lot for me. It's a lot. Yeah, 1,000 stories. I was like, when did that happen? Thank you. I love doing it because I like doing social media for like it gives me a chance to do like a snippets of my perspectives. It's like if I see something beautiful, I just want to like take a mental picture. Now I put it on Instagram or TikTok because it just gives me a chance to kind of share those special moments. It's like you see the world through my eyes a little bit. And I do get to travel and get around and but even like quirky things I like to put on there. Right. And it's just interesting, like you would probably not be able to see Lithuania the way I show you because it's like a unique perspective, right? Somebody who lives in US but is also Lithuanian. So it's like a very unique, like you see it through my eyes. It's a little bit different. Yeah. You can see dancing with gorillas too. I do it all. I do it all. So I'm gonna run a small giveaway for you guys. So what else? I mean, I'm working hard for myself. I'm working hard on figuring out good strategies and pricing. I want to be able to bring really interesting items, but those will have to be starting at different prices. And I think I'm okay with that. That way, I'm able to pick up something that I pick up for 100, and I can't start at 3 and sell it for 20 because that's just at this point would be pure silliness. So I'm but I still love low starts. I would just say that. So a good mix of things is probably how I'm gonna end up. Doing like mostly low starts and just few selected items will just be specially priced, if that makes sense. Now, specially priced, not to say that those items would be like bay priced, but it would be still like a great deal, but where it's just like it makes business sense to do it that way, you know? And guys, don't forget to save the thumbnail below because that's how when I go live, I will pin it. And today I'm going to go live from the castle in Trakai, which is about an hour from here. And I'm going to be in a huge castle and it's going to be surrounded by water. It's going to be really cool. Yes. I am going there. It's gonna be probably like 7, 8 a.m. or something like that. So I hope you like wake up. I already have that show. I have, yes, and we'll go inside. What's really cool inside of the castle, you can see different rooms. Like there's a lot of things that preserved from 14th, 15th, 16th century or whatever the exact dates they have on those items. And we can walk around and I'll show you inside. It'll be really awesome to actually visit those different rooms. They have like dining rooms and they have bedrooms, and there's a lot of things that preserved from different collections. And the castle is spectacular, just sitting on the water, absolutely gorgeous. But if you sleep through it, I guess it will be uploaded on YouTube later, so you can find it and watch it. Yes. Complaining about not bidding up. Yeah, it's one of my pet peeves and whatnot. The complaining is gotta stop. I gotta tell you this much. Like, if I'm running a Dior purse and I started $1, I already mentally disown it. Like, I don't own it. I don't care what it's. If I ran it $1, that's on me. Like, nobody made me run it. Like I'm just like whatever. It's not mine. I don't know who is this. I'm like who's the name owns it. Like I don't own it anymore in my head. So to put it on the buyers to pay what you think. Mm. But that's my, I wouldn't run Chanel at $1. I wouldn't. Like if I had a really, really, well, I mean, I ran a lot of Chanel's at $1. But if I had like, spectacular, like $5,000, like Chanel, like a real, like color, I have one like those right now. So like if I had one to sell, I would not start it because I know it's not an impulse decision. It's not, people don't just go and put 3,500 in 1 second. Like this is something that needs to be given thought. And yeah. Yeah, if you and you know what? It's very freeing. I've been selling a lot of glass in vintage category, and with that glass, it's just so hard to ship. Like I had lamps, Fenton lamps, and I said, "Listen, I gotta start this at 50, or I'm not touching it. I'm not shipping the lamp with 100 little tiny crystals and little handles and little covers and shades for it to sell for $15 or whatever." The point is, like, I did the math. I'm like, I'm okay if nobody wants it 50 because it's still a good deal. But other items like small little trinkets and whatever, like I'll run at $3 starts and it's fine. I think you really have to have those 2 feet I'm talking about to stand on and demand certain things. It's kind of like have respect for your time and energy, not to be silly. Like there's no reason for you to run 6 foot painting starting at $1. Okay, there's just no reason to do that to yourself. And now I'm talking from my own experience. It's taking me 2 years to get to that point. I realized that I need to respect my energy and my time on certain items that I would say, listen, if this 6 foot picture is not selling for at least like $100, I am not touching it. And that's something that people will respect. They understand. Not a lot of people, you're very welcome. Not a lot of people, here's a 10, guys. I'll give you a 10. Here's a 10. Um, Not a lot of people want to ship that anyways. And the fact that you actually offer certain complicated items to ship, you should be able to say, like, listen, this is different kind of item, and I'm gonna start it at this. Um, oh, like so 20-pound rock, 20-pound rock, with so huge paintings, printer, sewing machine. Old dog, stop it. Guys, can somebody remove? I need to block old dog from this show. He has a disease called finger swipe on tip. If you guys don't block him, then go follow him. Do something. I mean, you got to do something here. Something has to be done with this dog. Thank you, old dog. You're so sweet. Thank you. No, seriously. Right? Yeah. Guys, go block him or follow him. It's up to you. I don't know what you want to do, but you got to do something with this person. Yeah. Shipped some weight in. Well, the rock was like this, and it made it all right. We shipped huge swords. Shipped crazy stuff. I mean, it's crazy. It's not my preference to ship those, to be honest. So, but I mean, you know, I think it's very important, like to do self check. Like every month, you say, "What did I learn this month? What is doesn't sit right with me? What should I adjust?" And I tell you, from my perspective, I've been really adjusting my mindset on my starting prices on certain things because I said I should I should be able to have a mutual understanding between the buyer and the seller. Certain things will have to be different. It's not everything touch and go. Not everything can be run that way. I'm also a business and it's not non-profit, so to speak, that I can't operate like that. And I've been making my own peace with that, and I've been finding curving out my way and my strategy like that, you know. And I think people are very receptive and respectful because on a $350 painting that's listed on Bay, and I starting at 100, there's still plenty of a deal to be had, but it gives me a buffer for shipping, a buffer for profits. So I'm able to do it again. So I think it's a win-win situation. But revaluing where you are with your business is very important. Um, and how you feel about it. For me, everything goes back to like your self-worth. Have decency to be kind to yourself and treat yourself good in this business. So if something doesn't sit right, if something needs to be better, don't hide from it, don't run from it, address it and implement different strategies. So try to like figure out how you can feel happier doing whatnot. How what kind of methods would make you feel true to yourself, a good customer service, a good business, what makes you feel good about it. And if something doesn't sit right, change it. If you don't like certain trains, remove them. If you don't like certain people, remove yourself from it. Remove yourself from things that don't work for you. So yeah, and sometimes we all have days where we don't want to be on, and that's okay. People say, "Well, do it anyways." Yeah, for most part, but then there are those days where you should go to bed. Do you know what I mean? That's just my view. Like, yeah, in general in life, like get up and do stuff, but like if you're doing it 24/7 every day, like, and you have that day, you should go to bed, or you should go like watch movie or something, right? Yeah, you're not like a robot. You're allowed to have like a need for downtime. Burnout is very, very real. I have reached several burnout stages really badly, like to the point where I didn't even want to do whatnot anymore because it was hard to find a balance, you know. Yeah, well, and some long shows can be energizing and some long shows can be very draining. So it just depends. It depends on a mindset, on your physical energy. Make sure guys are taking care of yourself physically, um, taking vitamins and all that. It's those long hours packing, all of it really adds up physically. So don't forget yourself physically. I used to go work out all the time before whatnot. I have not really worked out since I started whatnot, and I'm just getting back in the gym. I went to the gym a few days ago, and oh, it's just like, gosh, I miss feeling strong and have the blood flow. So don't forget to do that for yourself. It's very important. Mhm. Yeah, it's just well-rounded whatnot seller. There's time for packing, time for business strategies, time for selling, time to say goodbye. There's just like start balance is the key. Finding time to disconnect, get off the whatnot shows, go relax, do something else, go work out, sleep. It is hard, but it doesn't have to be a perfect balance, as long as there is some balance. I think misconception is that people think that there should be this perfect balance where you're like, okay, I'm done with the show now. I'm gonna have my balance. My balance is gonna be I'm gonna have this wholesome life right now that's just gonna be stress free, and I'm just gonna like sit like Zen. No, it's not gonna happen. Your own business, it's chaotic. But kind of if you make peace of it, you take little snippets, you like implement working out, you implement friendships, time to go out to meet friends, family, right? Um, those shady sellers. Well, here's the thing, guys. Here's the thing. There's shady ways to do anything anywhere, right? Like mechanics, I don't know, gas station owners, like clothing makers, whatever people do, right? There's, whatnot is an exception. It has that. It has everything. You have to use your judgment. Ever been to a bad barber or a bad person who does your like tailoring? I mean, you just kind of pick who you trust with your life and with your business. So I think it's just they have them everywhere. It's just maybe it's more apparent on here because it's kind of like you can scroll all the businesses. Like you can go through 25 businesses in 2 seconds. You can scroll from one to another, you know? So it's more like apparent. It's like, otherwise you would have to drive to different business to really like use them to experience it. So it's so late. I've never done show this late, but it's because it's morning here. I know it's probably going to be more productive when I do it in the daytime when people are actually not sleeping. But I want to do it while I'm still not overly busy here. Um, so unless you have any last minute questions, I'm gonna get off and get ready for the day. I'm actually gonna go to the gym, believe it or not, and I'm gonna be live streaming from the castle later in your morning. Yes. Yeah, and listen, I'm gonna try to do this more often. So feel free to send me some ideas for the next episode, so to speak, so I can address some of the other questions. I hope there was something helpful from here for you. If anything, again, if you just came in, don't forget that you cannot do whatnot based on ego. You cannot do whatnot if you're gonna compare to others. If you're gonna equate your self-worth to any numbers, if you're gonna focus on follower count, on people in the room count, you can't do that. You're better than that. You deserve better than that. And I hope that if there's anything you take away today from my show, is that. So, yes. All right, my loves. I'm gonna see you. Hi, wild man. Yes, I'm gonna. Oh, thank you, sweetheart. Thank you. I miss you all too, guys. I'm gonna be back soon. Just another less than a week left. Less than a week left. But tune in. I'm gonna be live streaming from the castle. I'm also on Saturday gonna be in Vilnius. We're taking a train. You're very welcome. It's my pleasure. And I'll show you guys a lot of things. But today for sure, the big castle, the big visit. We're driving an hour to stream from there. I've been there many, many times, but I want to show you. And it's always so refreshing. What time? It's gonna be in the morning your time because I'm 7 hours ahead. So if I get there like one, or it would be what, 6 or 7 in the morning your time. If you cannot get up or tune in, then you'll find it a copy of it on YouTube under Ingalon. So I'm also Ingalon_show on TikTok, on Instagram, and we'll do this again. If I can, I'll do another session before I leave, before I get really, really busy. But save the thumbnail below because when I'm live, I will pin that. And that's how you guys gonna get notified that, oh, she's like talking something again. Yeah. So anyhow, oh, let me show you around. Let me show you around quickly. Look how pretty. Look how pretty outside. There's so minimalistic here. Very, very like clean here. Yeah. There's lots of trees. Hold on. Look at all these trees. They're budding. I don't know if you can see, but all these little blossoms coming out. It's like a springtime here. Hey, Lucy. Hi, sweetheart. Hello. I miss you too. This is my sister's house. Um, very Scandinavian. Very Scandinavian. Um, Let me walk you outside. Guys, 0 degrees here. And she has all these trees, and these trees are all fruit bearing. Fruit bearing. What kind of tree is this? It's in Russian. Oh, it's like Japanese something. Japanese something. And she has more trees over there. They also are fruit bearing. So yeah, very quiet. See, very, very quiet. We have some trees blossoming. So all right, guys, I'm gonna let you all sleep. I'll see you from the castle today. Remember, in the morning. I love you guys. Bye.